What's going on, my YouTube people? How's everybody doing? Hope well. I hope everybody's has their New Year's resolutions still up and running in the second month of this year. Um, Hello, everybody around the world. I just want to all thank you from other countries for watching my videos. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are phenomenal. You're the best. Thank you so much. Um, in this video, I just want to do a comparison in gaming, not in game mode though, in standard mode. So my whole point of this video, guys, is just to really have you just realize that a lot of people, this, I'm just really strictly talking about picture quality, best picture, things like that. Which would you decide between these two. Now, just want to let you guys know, as my other videos with these two TVs, the Samsung S95B is going to be on the left, 65 inch, and the Sony A95k is on the right, also a 65 inch. Just like my other previous videos that I've shown you guys, that is nothing different. If you guys even want to see, you'll be able to tell just by the menu when I hit the menu button. So if you look to the right, this is the Sony A95k. As you can tell, you can just easily tell by the menu button. And then on the S95B, I'm going to hit the menu button, and you can just tell by the menu that it is the S95B. So, just so you guys are fully aware of that. So, my whole point of this video is to just let you guys know, again, we're just strictly talking picture quality. I don't want to talk about build quality. I don't want to talk about OS. I don't really want to talk about sound, things like that. This particular section or video is strictly talking about picture while you're gaming. And my personal opinion out of my experience now, I've had the Samsung literally since day one. I know this TV like the back of my hand at this point. I mean, I know that there's a lot more people out there that are way more advanced than me and stuff like that. But when it comes to like the direct settings and things like that, I've played with it so much and figured it out. And I know I'm still learning as I go along. But and a lot of it is credit to a lot of people who went through the comments who know a lot more than me. So I thank you guys all for that, for putting me on to, like I had an issue not understanding of why I couldn't put it into BT 2020, and it just when I had with the 1420 update, and couple people actually told me why and what to do. So I really thank you guys for that. Really appreciate it. And but basically, what the point of this video is that, you know again, I'm not going to satisfy everyone's reason why they're watching this video, only because some people want to see it in game mode, which I have another video for that. But this is in standard mode, and just keep in mind that all my actual picture settings are basically exactly the same. So the gamma is going to be exactly the same, or as close as I can possibly make it, because the menu's different between the two. The color, the brightness, the contrast, the peak luminance, everything is literally the same. So I'm trying to make this picture as close as possible to each other, so I can try to prove to you guys that really, honestly, when it comes to picture quality or picture, um, they're going to be so close, like they are right now, that you can't even tell. So that's going to be my whole point of this video. And in this particular, if you're looking for a TV that's going to be phenomenal for gaming and really good picture quality, and that's all you really care about, and you're for the price, you're most likely going to be going 99% of the time for the S95B, because if, as you can tell, and again, this is just standard mode, which I know a lot of people play in, but this is this is how close they are together. Now, you can argue some points here where the S95B looks better, and you can argue some points where the A95K looks better. It's all just personal opinion at that point. But when it comes to actual detail um, or color volume and things like that, I mean, as you can see, they're very, very close to each other. It's almost not even noticeable at this point. So, that's my whole thing. So, I just want to cut to this scene over here. I like showing these types of scenes because of the blue water. There's a lot of detail and things like that. And then you can see like the reflections off of Kratos's chest suit. Or you can see like the yellow in Atreus more on his suit than the other, or more detail, in the background in some than others. So now that's these are all just trade-offs, you know what I mean? There's really no true winner when it comes to what you're looking for. So when people ask me which one would I choose over the other if I had to, it it's a general question, because it depends on what is important to you personally. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to be using the TV more for? Are you going to be using it for gaming? Are you going to be using it for watching sports? Are you going to be using it just for watching content and movies and streaming and things like that? So that's where your decision making on your end has to come into play, because everybody uses their TVs for different purposes. And I will say, as far as the picture quality goes, as you can tell, once again, they are almost identical. Now, let's get to the differences of the TVs with the picture quality. So, and the trade-offs. I know I probably sound like a broken record with other videos, but the reason why I like to point these things out is because when you're playing, you don't really notice certain things as much. So, like, for example, I'm going to be rowing to the Eye of this Giant right here. And you're going to see right here, I'm going to pause it. And then I just want to point this out really quick because, again, the brightness is the same, right? The color volume is the same, or the color volume. Everything's the same, and they're both in standard mode, right? But as you can tell on the right, actually, the A95K is brighter and has more clarity, right? So, like, you can look at the sky, you can see it's more dim on the S95B. And then on the right, the A95K, the sky is a lot more bright. You can actually see the detail more of the water shooting out from the Giant better in the A95K, right? So, so that's like a big thing to me. Oh, sorry. And then, so as you, here, I'm gonna get closer here. All right, this is a cool scene. So, but now, look at this part. This is interesting to me because if you look at his chest armor, Kratos' chest armor, right? You see that green layer, that green outline where his chest is, that goes down to under his like armpit area. All right, so if you actually look, certain colors are more like have a higher color volume in the S95B than it does versus the A95K. So although the A95K appears to be brighter at this moment on the overall picture, when you look close into certain details, like Kratos, like that outline right there, that green is more green on Kratos for the S95B than it is on the A95K. But the crazy part is what I like about the A95K is the sun in the background is reflecting off of Kratos, even his head, better than it does on the S95B. So it's all about what you guys think is better. You know, I'm just keep trying to prove my point over and over again with these videos. I know you guys like them. And that's pretty much what this video is all about. So I'll skip a couple more scenes just to show you guys. Here's a good one right here, the sky. All right, so the nice part about this right here is everybody always likes to compare sky pictures and details in the clouds and things like that. So I do too as well. Now, the S95B looks more dim at this moment, right? The A95K obviously has more of a like an overall APL to it, or a pitch, like a higher, better picture, or brighter picture, I should say. Sorry, but when you go to the S95B, right? Here's the crazy part: is because it's a little bit more dim. You see the blades of chaos on his back right there. I don't know if you guys can actually tell, but because it's a little bit more dim, you can actually see more detail in his blade in this particular scene. So that's the crazy part about the S9. It might look dimmer, and you know what the thing is that the S95B definitely has the bigger reputation versus the A95K to be brighter. So these are two totally different perspectives here, and at the end of the day, can you make the S95B brighter? Yeah, you can. I'll just go here. I'll go to expert settings. And then we will go to brightness, and you can bring it up. I don't think it's really doing too much there. Then you can mess around with maybe you can change it here, or you can go to here and then make it a little bit brighter. You know, it all really depends what you want, but as you can see, peak brightness is on high. Color tone is on cool, just like the S95B. Contrast enhancer is on. If you turn that off, it looks more dull to me. I really do like contrast enhancer on, especially when I'm playing video games. So I know I'm only showing you the S95B because it's not as bright, but now let's go back. And you know, that's pretty much as close as they're going to get to each other. So it's all about what you prefer. Now, again, for gaming, I'm going to say the S95B is probably the better way to go because of the 4 HDMI ports that are running at 2.1 at 120 hertz. And it's just that simple. You get more for your money. I think it's more of a gamer's TV. And especially in game mode, it is brighter than the A95K. So again, I'm just comparing these two in standard mode when you're gaming, because I know a lot of people like to play in standard mode in gaming, but and then when you're more competitively gaming, like first-person shooters, not role-playing games, then yeah, I can see why you would put it in game mode, because obviously it maxes out the performance for you, and you're going to sacrifice a little bit of picture for it. But again, you know, the whole point for game mode is for better response times and things like that, quicker reactions. So you are going to sacrifice picture. But anyways, look at the difference right here. So see how close they are to each other. Again, the brightness, you're going to see a little bit more on the A95K in standard mode when you're gaming. I love it. It looks beautiful. You can even see like the reflection off of the back of his head, right where the red stripe is, with the Kratos a lot more. It's like his bald head is a little bit shinier than it is on the S95B. Again, in standard mode, guys. So please don't bash me that the S95B is going to be brighter no matter what and this and that. I'm literally trying to prove to you guys that the in standard mode how it looks according to your settings. So if I go to the picture settings here, again, you got to remember too, the A95K definitely has more picture settings that you can change, but brightness on 40, contrast is up, gamma I put a little bit down even, and it still looks brighter. Black level is right in the middle. I don't have a black level adjustment in the S95B. Black adjust AI off. These are all advanced. I put that on medium. You can turn that off if you wanted to, but I don't really see a big difference. Peak illuminance is high, just like it is on the S95B. Color is at 50. I can bring color down. I can bring color up, and I keep it right at 50. It looks exactly the same color volume wise as the S95B. Color temperature, as you can see, is in cool. Clarity, it doesn't really have anything to do with the picture, with the color, but it's just a lot of AI settings here, and smooth gradation I keep on low. So again, as you can tell, it looks the same. So in standard mode. So tell me what do you guys usually play your games in? Do you guys usually play in game mode, even in art? Like when you're playing role-playing games, do you keep it in game mode, or do you actually play at a brighter brightness level or more color because you like the way the game looks better that way, more details, where, it's not necessary to be in game mode because you don't really need that quick reaction time like you do in first-person shooters. What do you got, or what do you usually like to play on top of that too? Are you more of a competitive gamer where you really only play first-person shooters, so that's why you prefer one or the other, things like that? That's all I'm asking, is what you guys really prefer. So please let me know what your opinion is on these matters. I'm really curious as to what you guys think, and really just trying to see what you guys prefer, just judging by these videos here. So this is just recorded gameplay that I did like when I first started learning how to play this game, when I first started the game. So, excuse my gameplay here. It doesn't really look that great. But, what do you guys think on your personal opinion? I know with the new TVs coming up for 2023, everyone's excited. Sony hasn't really announced anything yet. There's been some leaked pricing actually on the new QD OLEDs for 2023, specifically for the 77-inch. Looks like that's going to be about $4,500 to $4,700 for the new QD OLED Samsung, the S95C. So I'm excited about that. I felt like that was probably about the price that I was predicting. I think maybe a little bit more. 4,500 the most I was thinking, but now they're saying between 45 and 4,700, whereas some leaked prices. So everyone's definitely on edge and can't wait for that TV to come out. As you already know, Samsung took the QD OLED in the TV market by storm last year, And I think they're just continuing to capitalize off of that. And they're just going to really go all out and keep improving on this QD OLED technology. And then we have the MLA technology that's going to be coming out this year for the first time with LG. I'm really excited about that. Now they're saying they're going to get about 70% brighter than last year's series. But I think when they posted that, that it was really about it was really comparing it to their lower end models like the B series, not the C or the G series, because those have a little bit of a higher peak brightness. So it's just marketing. That's all they're doing. So again, you know what I mean? I'm still excited with that new technology because it's really just up in the game and going head to head against each other, and we all reap the benefit of it. You know what I mean? So there's no there's no losing situation there. So um, now let me tell you a little bit about the motion on these two TVs. Again, when you're playing, there's definitely going to be a more of a lag with the A95K. Um, Even in game mode, there's more lag. It's a little bit better, but it's not as great. So it's all uh, it's all about what you really primarily use a TV for, what your preferences are. That's one of the things that you have to also take into consideration because your response time is a lot better on the S95B. And I personally think the motion processing is better on the S95B than the A95K. And I know a lot of people would bash me for that, but I can't. I have to be honest with you. This is my personal experience, and I can tell you that there's just something I don't know. I think it's the cognitive AI technology that they incorporated into the A95K. I don't maybe it's not 100% worked out yet. But it's like all real it catches it. I just feel like it's catching the motion a little too slow, and then a lot of times you get a lot of noise or blurry backgrounds and things like that, especially when watching movies and content like on Netflix or any type of streaming. I definitely notice it a lot more on in those situations. I'm not a fan of it at all, and there's nothing you can do to turn that off or anything. It's just part of the TV. So, um, you can mess around with the motion clarity settings and things like that, uh, and judder and all that, but it's still there. It doesn't matter what you do. That cognitive technology, I think, just needs to improve. Maybe it will next year. I'm not sure if Sony even recognizes it themselves, but I just personally don't like it, and that's what I'm standing by as my personal opinion. But when you look at these two TVs right now, I mean, they're just beautiful. There's no way around it. You can't look at the colors, look at the details, things like that. They're both very, very equal as far as picture quality goes. You can argue back and forth which one's better. I do know the Sony A95K won the TV of the year, and with all respect, they earned it. They have the build quality, the sound actuator quality that they have built in, where the speakers are built into the actual screen. That's amazing. It's really, really cool technology. Um, my personal opinion, I do like the sound better on the S95B. I think it has a more stereo sound, which I'm more of a fan of. And it's more bassy, in my personal opinion, than the Sony A95K. I know a lot of people are going to argue with me on that too, but um, the nice part, what I love about the A95K is obviously the build quality to it and the reliability and how you can customize your settings a lot more than you can on pretty much any other TV, even more than my LG. Um, when you watch sports, I don't really have anything on sports right now, but I will give my opinion and I'll show you guys sports with those two. And with these two TVs, and what I think about sports and the colors and emotion in sports too. So, but guys, please let me know what you guys are thinking. Is there anything that I'm missing? Is there anything I can show you guys? Um, is there any kind of comparison? I know I've actually been getting requests to do an A95k versus G2, which I am going to do soon. I just have to figure out how I'm going to get the heavy TV moved. And which way is the easier way to go. So on that one, and probably going to need some help too. So, but anyways, thank you so much, guys, for this video, or for watching this video. Thank you guys for following me, and thank you guys for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I will be coming out with more videos for you guys, just to show you my personal opinion on these TVs, real world experience. I'm a consumer. I am not a pro reviewer, and I'm learning as I go along. And a lot of you guys are the ones actually teaching me that know these TVs very well too in the comments. So I really, really appreciate it for all your suggestions. And giving me the ability to be able to use those suggestions into my TV settings, and then kind of using them, and then kind of tweaking them towards my personal opinion of what I like too. So it really helps a lot, just to let you guys know. So thank you so much. And I hope that these videos can help you guys decide on what you like better, or what you would go for the people who haven't bought a TV yet and are considering these two TV panels here. QD OLED versus QD OLED. Samsung S95B versus Sony A95k. Both at 65 inches, standard mode, while you're gaming. You guys tell me if you see any big difference at all, what you like better, what you're trying to achieve when you buy a TV. Give me your opinions. Matters more than anything. That's my favorite part of doing these videos. Please like and subscribe, guys. I would really, really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. Please, please do. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much. And hope you guys are doing great, and see you on the next one. Bye.